Average Dad here, just a average guy reviewing things that I've bought, not given to me, not sent, so my own personal reviews, no favouritism, no ties to any companies. Certain things I'll be reviewing, things for cars, modding up my 1 Series BMW, anything really, drones. It's my first video, so please bear with me everyone. For my first video I am reviewing these Emerald Struts. For anyone who's got a 1 Series BMW, they will know that when you click your key fob remote for the boot release, it just buds. It doesn't actually open. My wife's Audi Q7 nicely opens all the way up. My 1 Series, not so. So I'd seen a couple of clips and I thought I'd do my own review of these Emerald Struts, replacement struts for my car. So first things first, a brief unboxing. I won't go into too much details of the unboxing. An unboxing is an unboxing. So I'll keep it short and I shall just unbox to see what we have. I haven't opened them yet, so I'm opening them first here. So in the box from Emerald Struts, very simple, just 2 new gas struts. The difference with these from the originals, as you can see here, is this spring. So what this spring does, obviously, is when the boot is closed, it's under tension, and then when you release it, that spring is opening, and that will then, in theory, open your boot up. Again, Emerald Struts, good quality product. They don't take any responsibility should things go wrong. I don't know what the force of these springs are. I don't know what the long-term effect is on the car's mounting points, but it's entirely up to one's own discretion to mount these or not. So these are the struts, you get a pair of them, and let's go and install them. So, as I said earlier, if I press the boot release, all I get is a thud and nothing happens. So what we're doing is replacing the 2 standard gas struts with the ones I got from Emerald Struts, and as you can see the difference, they're virtually the same, just these have got the spring to keep the boot closed under tension. So let's get changing them and see what happens when we're done. So realistically, the only 2 tools you need for this job is a small flathead and something like a fatter crosshead, just to be able to wedge in and pry the bar off when you're finished. First thing to do is lift these pins off that hold the socket in place. Once done, it's just a case of prying off the actual strut. Be careful when you do this because there's nothing holding the boot open once you pry these off, so be sensible and be careful of your head. Ideally get someone else if you can. That's one off. And that's the second one off. And installation is just simply reversal of fitting. Undo the clips first on the new ones and then put them back on. And there's the first one done. And as you can see, make sure you fit them the same way as the ones you took off. So the actual cylinder itself is at the bottom, so when the tailgate is closed, this will compress. So when you press the boot to release after, the pressure of the spring will pop open the boot. And there we have it. Both are done. I'm going to close it now for the first time. I shall operate it. Remember that these are ball and sockets, so ideally the grease is probably dried in, so ideally is to remove it, clean it, pack it with some new grease, and that'll keep things hopefully in a good state for years to come. So let's close the boot and see what happens. A little bit more force required to close it. Now the test. Perfect. Simple mod, easily done. Thanks everyone.